The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. For the most intriguing wrestling stories and info on independent shows in multiple regions, nobody does it like We Talk Wrestling. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the entire crew every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they bring their takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and news on the #1 fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Visit them at facebook.com/WrestleTalkPodcast and at WrestleTalkCast on YouTube and X.
All of us here show appreciation and love to our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation as well as protect and serve us every day. Thank you for all you do.
Get ready for episode number 177 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. As Rough Cut, Rick Ruby, and the Gem City Mouth, Zmiz review the latest storylines and match results from the major companies, report live coverage of tonight's pay-per-view, TNA Genesis, and discuss the latest working scenario between WWE and TNA Wrestling.
Welcome to the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. The show starts in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Welcome to the show. Buckle up tight. Rough cut, Rick Ruby in the spotlight. Gem City Mouth, Zmiz breaking it down. Best wrestlers podcast in this town. Blood and sweat in every word. Echoes of the ring, haven't you heard? Wrestling tales, raw and true. Podcast alive, bringing it to you.
Evening, everybody. It is yet another cool but hot Sunday night coming right at you. That's right. We've got episode number 177 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast coming at you right now as we've got a lot going on here, and we'll be getting to some quick announcements here shortly. But before we get into a lot, once again, having a big week in wrestling, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby here on the left, and of course, to the right, the Gem City Mouse Zmiz. Man, and we've had a little bit of a panic over the weekend with some people with one certain form of social media here, Z. I'll have to ask without mentioning any platform name, but is yours actually still active? Did you happen to check?
Yes, mine is working completely free now. We are back up and going.
It's back up and going. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I know you've had a long weekend here. You were planning to be a New Genesis last night, New Genesis Wrestling, but family matters.
My little dude got sick at 103.3, and we could not make it break. He had severe strep throat.
Yeah, your little one, little Lincoln man, little man. I'll tell you, he's a trooper though, trying to stick it out. And is he feeling any better at all though today?
Yeah, he was more bouncing around today. He was mad, dude. We were going to the doctors, and he's like, "All I wanted to do was go to wrestling, Dad." And I'm like, "It's okay, dude. It's fine." So him and I watched. We actually watched OVW together last night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was like, sorry, son, we can't because you're about 2.8 degrees away from near death. So sorry.
Yeah,
can't do it.
He was cooking.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Talking about the whole scare here. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on. I wonder if it was just like a one-day thing, or maybe they're just appealing this. But I will say that TikTok being lost with a lot of people is really driving our nation mad, and I'm sorry, but it's kind of sad to say that. I'm sorry, man. I'd only use it for business purposes, which means I don't really use it at all. I don't have a personal one myself. So, I mean, but everybody else seems to have a ticket talk and have a good time with the ticket talk. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, but if you guys are out there right now, share the show here on our platforms, which is Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch. And if you're out there sharing that show, man, we greatly appreciate it. We will make an official announcement tomorrow about how you can possibly maybe win some cool merch, depending on the results of the Royal Rumbles that are coming up here in about 2 weeks. That's on February 1st, man. But I'll tell you,
That's not cool.
well,
That's what you don't say.
yeah, and you're talking about watching some wrestling here, Z, man. We're we've been watching this pay-per-view tonight with Genesis. Man, I'm telling you, man, these people are missing a good show tonight if they are not watching.
My eyes have not left my screen except for when my stream just cuts out. But it's been oh man. Jordan Grace and Tessa had a phenomenal match. Phenomenal match. So I mean, I've been actually really happy with this card. I had to see Frankie Kazarian at the beginning. That's always a bummer for me. Not that Frankie's a bad guy or anything. So anyone that thinks that, I'm not saying that. He just never. Suicide was his best thing, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You can have yours. Don't get mad. God dang.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like how Doink the Clown had several different people underneath that gimmick. I will say gimmick. Yes, I will. But there's Austin Aries, maybe
Christopher Daniels wasn't. I can't remember if it was Kishida or some. There was a Japanese wrestler that was originally supposed to play Suicide, and then he got hurt. So Christopher Daniels did it, and then Christopher Daniels got hurt. So then Kazarian took over. But when you could see the difference between Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, but I don't know. It never. Kazarian's version was just better, in my opinion. It worked for the character. Daniels did a great job with it. I liked Kazarian's version of it better. That's just we're just comparing apples and oranges. Daniels, by the way, he's on his retiring tour. Him and Hangman had a pretty gnarly death match on Collision, adding to Hangman's character of not liking vets. That's what it is. Hangman does not like vets.
Yeah, if it wasn't for vets, putting putting their name on their, trying to get them in the door. I'm sorry, but I don't know if anybody would recognize him. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody's gonna have their own way in how they handle things. So yeah, yes, I'm telling you, man. That I think there are. I think they're about at this main event right now. So you missed another great tag team match. And we're going to get into part of the reasons here why we are kind of bringing up our subjects here. And sorry, I just want to make sure that I've got all of my ducks in a row because we just got a lot to talk about. And I'd like to only do this one time if I could. You know what I mean? So let's see. We got that.
This is what happens when you're on the air live.
Yeah.
I do have to note this crazy thing that came out of NGW last night that I just saw word of. Preacher is now the Lightning Division champion. So I don't know what the whole fallout. I'm still trying to get information, but Preacher is now the NGW Light Division champion. Lightning Division champion.
Okay.
I don't know what else. Huh?
Oh, so yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's his first championship, if I recall correctly.
I think so too. I'm pretty happy for him. Preacher's a good dude. So, It's a cool experience, and his tactics might be questionable, but hey, each is their own. Dub's a dub.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt, thanks for joining us, bud. Glad you're watching along here with us here tonight. And bro, I think we are.
That's the Clockwork Orange match, bro.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that match. I think so. There's two. So the two main title matches are left with the knockouts and the world champion. So we've got Masha and Rosemary in the Clockwork Orange match, and then we got Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth defending his title against them. Like I said, man, and we got some major things. Did I in that I Quit match though with Josh Alexander though? Did I just hear Josh say that I quit?
He quit
TNA. So like this is going to lead up to a lot of things that we're going to talk about here. But before we get into this, let's talk about this once again, guys. You're missing out. I decided I'm having a tough day, so I put on my best shirt, and I am comfortable, and I feel a lot better now. So it's the Falls Count Everywhere podcast jersey tee, most comfortable shirt you'll ever find, and of course, the same material is made with the We Talk Wrestling shirt. So
I had it on last week.
Do yourself a favor, get yourself the most comfortable shirt, feel great about it, and support the great wrestling brands that are bringing the best in professional wrestling here to you. But of course, it's brought to you by thewokebrand.com. That's WHOAQ.com. And it's on the way, damn it.
Scan the QR code and order yourself one. Dang, guy.
Yeah.
Brand new drink.
Scan those QR codes. It'll take you right to the shirt. And, of course, we have that on our QR code in the top left-hand corner. So make sure that you get them, guys. And, of course, also, did I try? Oh, I did. Okay. Hold on. All right, yeah. So I just want to make sure. I'm doing a lot of studio stuff, you know.
A little editing on the fly.
Yeah, I don't know if you follow, like sports back in the 80s, but like some of the major sports like soccer and baseball, they had I think for like it was for the Reds at one point. Pete Rose, when he was in his last team with the Reds, he was a player and the manager in the 80s, and it wasn't
all
for
I
long,
watched was cartoons and wrestling. And it's still the course today.
Yeah, so I'm player and manager for this show. So welcome to the show. I act like I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. If that makes any sense. And then, of course, guys, don't forget about this is a big event. You guys are missing out. The SICW FanFest 3 with anywhere between up to 30 legends, I think, that we're at right now that are going to be showing up here, at least that is committed. We'll as soon as we get closer to times for this, we will go over all the who else showing up here, including I'm psyched myself to see Kevin Von Erich.
Dude, that's cool. I didn't even think that was going to be a possibility to ever. It's going to sound bad. The Von Erichs to me have just become a recent focus. Like I've always known who they were, and the Fabulous Freebirds, all that kind of stuff. You know about the story, right? You hear about it, but some people don't dig into them and go back and and for us younger guys, really start digging into some of the older guys. Man, there's some cool cats out there.
Yeah,
but Iron Fist was it right? Iron Claw. The movies what made me kind of right. You go. It didn't match a lot up. So I'm like, okay, I watched it, and then I've really now been digging into the family stuff and learning more about because I've known who each person was. I'm pretty excited for this one. I didn't even think it would be an option or an opportunity to get to meet a man like this. So it's cool.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, I can't wait. This better happen, man. This better happen because, like I said, we're building up a crew this year. So we're building up a crew this year. So
yeah, we're coming with reinforcements.
Yeah, Dirty Heel is going to be joining us here next week with our big Rumble preview show, and then of course, like I said, we'll have some announcements here with this upcoming, and we'll let you know.
Hang out with Teddy and Teddy Long again, and Mac Davis. I'm pretty excited to see Mac and Teddy. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool night.
And I seen that Gerald Briscoe had actually committed. I don't think though that JBL has.
Three-peat? Do we get getting back on?
Get him to sit down again.
Have a good old talk.
I'm sure we get him to wonder.
I'd like to
over
mark out
somehow.
with him. I'd like to mark out with him again. Wonder who he marks out about now.
I wonder.
Can we add? Oh, dude, I'm asking him that question. Like, who makes you excited to watch wrestling now? Like, that's a question we need to start asking all the vets and legends that come on the show, bro. Like, we always ask the young guys who got you into it. Like, because the fandom on both sides, we gotta. Now I want to sit down there.
You know, I'm just thinking I was just thinking the other day, though, as I was thinking about, which, by the way, my drink of choice here today is the Killer OJ from Bucked Up Energy, which I got myself a new shipment of Bucked Up stuff in here, thanks to Glenn Williams. Nice little promo.
He's a great champion and an awesome spokesman.
Yes. Winner 123 is the promo code that will get you 20% off your entire order of supplements and drinks and other things.
Alan, you can't prove anything.
Yeah. So thanks, Glenn. Once again, I got myself a good stack of Bucked Up here in my office that I don't know where to go with it, so I'm just shuffling it around. So, you know. Yeah, so what you see here is probably the cleanest part of my studio. So that's no lie. But no, I was thinking though, if JBL comes in for SICW, do we see a clothesline spot maybe on Glenn Williams?
Bro.
Oh, Pat, how cool would that be?
Oh, Glenn.
Actually, you know, I'd like to see him pull that on the way that he did with Naked Joe Hendricks at Bound for Glory. And he, like, if he's wrestling Bobby D and he hits Bobby D with one too. So
100%. Just lay out everybody.
Just don't hit me. Don't hit me. It takes me a while to get warmed up. I
can see that happening.
Yeah,
there's that Bruiser Brody memorial. Tony Costa, Bruiser Brody, Larry Madison, Tony Costa Battle Royale. Correct.
Battle Royale, right?
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Do I want to be smart with the answer to the last question in the chat? Do I want to be smart? It's coming up. It's coming up here. I have to make adjustments on the layers and such. So let's and I'll get to that here in just a moment. So how about let's talk about our first topic here before we get into anything else here tonight. Big news coming out last Thursday. WWE has announced a new multi-year agreement, working arrangement with TNA Wrestling.
5 years.
5 years, right? Yeah,
that's what I've been hearing.
And I don't know if I'm piercing somebody's eardrums up at headquarters or what, but I was just on this last week, literally last week. Like, when are we going to see this again?
I'm telling you, if the rumors are true about the so Level Up went away. Remember?
Yeah.
NXT Level Up went away.
I would love to see that, dude.
There's been rumors that we're supposed to be getting NXT Evolve.
I would love to see that. I really.
So what happens if TNA NXT, like, it doesn't become a partnership like that level? Maybe, who knows? Because at one time, back when NXT first got started in the black and gold, like Triple H's one of his thing was to have like an NXT Japan, an NXT UK, and NXT Mexico, right? So now is he had the vision already to bring back the territories. We see NWA doing it. We see the AIWF doing it, you know, making these connections and these promotions around the world. Is WWE really pulling that snare? I mean, AEW's done with New Japan in a sense. So, like, I'm cool with it, man. I love the idea to see TNA rise back when we were like, I hate to say this, but like back in the day, TNA was kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the big mainstream wrestling promotions, right? like a lot of people are like, no, that's not the cool one, but it was the cool one. Like, if they were cutting the edge then to see them form up with NXT, which did a lot of the same things in the black and gold era, now in this new era, I'm totally pumped for it. I'm excited to see where it goes. There's a lot of guys I want to see lock up.
This AWOL here, Aaron Wallace, put up a good one. Well, I think that's kind of interesting too. It's a what if. What if Pro Wrestling Noah goes to NXT involved? I mean,
Dude,
could it just?
Omos is over there right now.
Open.
Yeah, Omos is over there right now as a tag team champion, one half of the tag team champions. So do we see more of that with Noah? Like that's WWE's Japanese market connection. Like, dude, I'm so pumped to see all this. And I know I said it before earlier in the years and got backlash. Texan gave me a little backlash about it, but that's fine. But I said AEW, and if AEW and New Japan and TNA didn't try it earlier this year, I don't know if WWE would be on board again to do something like this. Texan's thing to me was WWE's done business with other companies for all kinds of things, and that's 100% a fact. Like Eddie Guerrero went and had a match with CM Punk, I think, in ROH or something one time, and that was just doing it. And it also had to do with him getting canned too, if I'm not mistaken, shortly after that because of policy. But that's beyond that. But there's other people. Who was it? John Cena and Vince McMahon went to some indie promotion because they wanted him there. It was like his original one in California that he started with, and they did a stunt there. Like, so Vince was always cool with doing stuff like that, but it had to make sense. But it just makes sense now for WWE to follow suit and bring back. And by the way, WCW did it with New Japan way back in the era, and WWE joined forces. So it's been done, but at this level and this magnitude and with this many promotions in a healthy-ish market, I'm excited to see what happens.
Exactly. And let's just even think about before we talk about you were talking about other companies coming together in other territories. Before you expand more into this right now, I want to send a quick congratulations out to Matt Classic for launching a channel through their AIWF YouTube channel. They're launching a new show that's called AIWF Across the Globe. And what they're going to do here is it's going to be roughly no more than a half hour, but they are going to be featuring matches in different promotions aligned with the AIWF, and they had their first episode just launched about earlier this week. So
is it on YouTube or what is that?
It is on YouTube. It's AIWF Across the Globe. So look for Allied Independent Wrestling Federations on YouTube. It is Across the Globe. They did have their first episode this release this past weekend. It was actually two really good matches, though. And I think one's over in England, and I forgot where the other one was at right offhand. But just some really good stuff, and
That's
I
awesome.
like that. And
That's
it's
awesome.
It's a really good put together production, I think, of a show. And definitely go check it out. AIWF Across the Globe on YouTube. So, and of course, I want to say that because I'd like to have more of the AIWF talent come here to Falls Count Everywhere to kind of have a little chat, have a little chat about wrestling,
Not opposed to it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So with this though, with TNA, I mean, think of it tonight, okay? Jordan Grace, and like I said, I've called this so far. Jordan Grace did lose to Tessa Blanchard, and like I said, those two women put on a hell of a beatdown.
That match was phenomenal.
They kicked each other's ass, bro. It is not even funny.
I say, are we done? Are we done pooping on Tessa? Can we just let her cook now? Can we let her cook? She's apologized. Let's let her cook because that match makes you want to see so much more. Now you got Cora Jade, Roxanne can make the jump over, like so many things. I'm ready for it.
Man. And like I said, I mean, and like I said, Josh Alexander announced he's quit TNA. So, it's just real interesting how this could all play out. So NXT,
The North back together.
yeah. So yeah, I really think though that we're definitely going to get a lot of opportunity to see more in here. I mean, we had Wendy Chu over in TNA, and then of course Rosemary coming over here. We've had a few different stars going back and forth, but we're looking at main players now. What I'm looking for here is I'm wanting to see if the wanted man is going to come over. Nick Nemeth is going to make his way back as Nick Nemeth.
Bro, he's already throwing shade.
Yeah.
He's already on X throwing shade back and forth about wanting to make a appearance.
Oh, yeah, the wanted man wants to steal the show again or something.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. So, but no, we'll get into more of this with TNA Genesis. And also real quick here, I will say that I know we did advertise a guest here tonight with Ryan Von Rockit from OVW, and he is not able to make it tonight. He is actually a little bit under the weather, so there must be something going around. Z, I don't know, but apparently he's coming down with a little bit of a stomach flu, and we are going to reschedule him to be here. He said he wants to do this, and he feels, he kind of feels bad for missing out tonight, but he doesn't want to go on when he feels like crap. And I tell him, no, I'm not going to make you do that, man. Absolutely not. So
Respect.
Yep. So we will definitely reschedule for another day, and we will definitely have him on, and we'll have more other talent on. So we'll hopefully we'll get some more. And like I said, we've reached out different brands of the NWA. Hopefully, like I said, we're looking into getting some fresh faces in here for a good featured guest chat about wrestling here. So. Let's see, what did I miss here? Oh, hey, Samoa Watchman. Good to see you, my friend. I don't know if I
already said, yeah, I pulled it up. You were just busy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Player manager, excuse me. Give me a break, bro.
You better.
We're gonna move on here. Let's talk about another big news, man. What about this? As we pull up our Raw results. Penta making his anticipated debut on Raw, man. And looking good against Chad Gable. And we knew on the Netflix premiere when Chad asked for the best around, the best Lucha Libre wrestler around. You knew Penta was coming. So.
Bro, Michael Cole was dead ass wrong for right when Penta comes out. He's like, the worst kept secret.
The worst kept secret?
Yeah. Because, we all knew it was Penta. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that we all knew that it was Penta. I'm just happy to see Penta there. Remember, this guy is the whole reason I went to a whole promotion and found out who Ethan Page and Rohit Raju even were. Like, this is the man that we went to go get pictures with. I don't have it right now, but like I've met this man, so to see him here, it's cool. And yes, I am a WWE guy. Don't get me wrong, but I like wrestling, so it's fun to watch him in AEW too. But I'm with Bubba. I'm with the majority of pro wrestling. WWE is the mecca. So to see a guy like Penta finally make it all the way when everybody's like, Ray is the GOAT of the Lucha Libre world. Ray is this, and here he is. Here is the new face of Lucha Libre, and I can't wait to see what he does. And the fact that we have so many other great luchadors from the, shout out again, Michael Cole, right now, for bringing up that he's a 2-time Lucha Underground heavyweight champion. Because there's so many other great Lucha Underground guys in WWE now. I know they've spread out across the promotions now, but there's a good group there, and they're all like some of my favorite. So Escobar's, God dang it, what was his name? He was the Hunter. I can't think of his. Never mind, whatever. But he was awesome there. Like, I can't wait to see what work gets done. And then what if John Cena picks a match with him? Come on, bro.
John Cena and Penta?
Like that, we're at that phase right now in WWE. John Cena comes, and I don't even like John Cena, people. Like, John Cena was my favorite villain because I was a Randy Orton junkie. So Randy Orton was my apex predator, and John Cena was just the fruity pebble BS that he was. That's how I viewed it. And then it got even better when my son was born, and he was all about John Cena. So then it made it more enjoyable. But what if John Cena and Penta actually have like a match? That's a dream match we could face right now in 2025. You don't have it on your bingo card, but now you're like, damn it, I kind of want that.
Let me buy a lottery ticket for that, please, and see if it hits. You know,
dude, there's so many cool things.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of possibilities with John Cena, and there's a lot of, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of match requests that if they've not come in already, there's going to be more coming in because John Cena's time is drawing near. I don't know how far.
Ethan Page just tried to get John Cena. Like, he posted on X or something today or yesterday about coming down to NXT during his farewell tour and facing All Ego.
Yeah, man,
I'm all for it. I'm all for John to write off like this. So, and it's cool that so many of the great, in some cases, indie darlings are coming into the major promotion now. So,
yeah, like I said, if of a certain older McMahon was still in charge, we would not be seeing this 100%. Right
now, make sure you don't put them anywhere near LWO. Like, no. Let Penta just be Penta.
No, Penta is no.
Let Penta be Penta.
You create a faction these days to make yourself bind together, to make yourself as a club.
Actually, group. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, before you say that, there's one faction that I'd be cool with him being in if we could have it happen, and that's the faction that Sheamus built. Like, let's give Sheamus one last run where he has him bring back Rusev and Penta in a faction as like the foreign invaders kind of thing, bro. That'd be money. Don't tell me I'm like that. Sheamus is a goat. He's a goat, and people on the internet are right now trashing him for like, we don't want to see Sheamus for this, but no, stop it. Penta, Sheamus, and Rusev in a faction. That would be one weird, awesome faction. It could work too. Trust me. I was right about Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, well, like, yeah. So I mean, who knows? I mean, Sheamus is going to have his hands full this week, and here we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. What about our next team? More history being made. And I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'll deal with it. But Lyra Valkyria defeats Dakota Kai to become the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champ.
Skylar and I's buddy Chris was making fun of me. Not making fun of me. He's like, Lyra's cool. And I'm like, no. Like, she's not as Dakota Kai cool. Sorry. Not sorry.
No.
I don't get Lyra yet. I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler. She's skilled. She's amazing in the ring. The character. I need some character development, please. Dakota should have got it.
Real quick, right off subject here. Yeah. On the commentary team for TNA tonight, who's the guy in the gray, in the red glasses and the gray shirt?
I mean
gray hair. I'm sorry.
I listen to Aiden English, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
The other guys are just there.
They got Mark Henry. They got.
Oh wait, you're talking about Busted Open. That's Busted Open.
Oh,
that's
Dave.
That's Dave LaGreca, dude. Don't disrespect Dave LaGreca.
What does Dave LaGreca look like? He should be working in an Apple store.
Dave LaGreca is like me in the future, hopefully. That I want to. Dave LaGreca is one of my heroes, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like Awesome dude. I love listening to him and Mark Henry and Tommy Dreamer and Bubba Ray talk about wrestling. Like one of my favorite podcasts outside of us, of course.
Man. So one other notable here throughout multiple promos throughout this night here. So declarations for the Rumble: CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre for the men's, and then we have Nia Jax, who's came in to poo-poo on Rhea's parade when she was making her little speech, and declared herself for the Royal Rumble. So,
well, yeah,
it kind of makes me wonder if, Nia's going between both shows because she's with Candace.
Yeah,
and
but Nia's one of those talents I think deserves it. I know it's going to make some people frustrated because she's still Nia, but.
Well, I mean, she's already run the Rumble before in 2018.
Oh, I don't want to see her win the Rumble. No. Give it to somebody else. But like her bouncing between both shows, I kind of dig it, and her putting Rhea on notice because I'm actually ready for that match. I think I'm actually finally ready for them. I know they've had matches, but like I think I'm finally ready to watch their matches because I was such a big negative Nia fan.
Yeah. Oh my! So let's go on to our next one here. What and the last one, last notable we'll talk about here. Judgment is finally passed as Damian Priest defeats Finn Balor in a street fight.
Can this already be done? Can we stop having you guys mess with each other? Can we do something else? Like that's one of the issues with this one for me. Like Judgment Day feud breakup, it's gone on too long. It's like the ex that won't leave. Like, bro, it's done. Like, just
if anything else, let Damian and focus on another target to feud with. Judgment Day needs to find somebody else, or somebody needs to come after. Well, never mind. They need to go back after the War Raiders for the tag titles.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
I want to see them like go separate ways. I kind of like him touching down the line because I still think there's money in the fact that Rhea and him formed to a tag team to take the titles away from him. I really do think that's still a money value thing that they could pursue.
Yeah, but I think the Judgment Day, though, I mean, they're going to be fading off here because New Day is still getting major heat for not speaking their minds.
Yeah,
people are just really, really just pounding their negativity. The power of positivity is getting a whole dump load of negativity now. So it's a battle, to say the least, for Kofi and.
It's funny when they're like interrupting people's like segments. We didn't do anything. You guys
I like this Priest versus Balor number 435, and hopefully the final page of this in this book.
Right? That's what this. Sometimes this is going to be a reference for all the young guys out there. Like sometimes WWE feels like Dragon Ball Z for me back in the day. Like the battles just went like 9 episodes for no reason.
Right. But at least we got done through that. So so I mean that's basically the recap of Raw. What do you think about there? And I touched on this earlier today. I may have put a comment out here today about dirtsheets.net coming out saying, what a big disappointment. WWE's been to Netflix. Their viewership's dropped way down. Now, I do grant, I kind of wish that whole big ribbon, it
didn't stay.
Screen around the top was still there. And I guess, like I said, those lights in the seats were from like the Intuit Dome, and they just made this for the launch. But you got to give it though. And then people are dogging that. It's like, but it's still just PG. Did they not address you people that they have advertisers pulling for this? I mean, they just can't go like raunchy GCW because you're going to have a lot of advertising money pulled out. and WWE needs that money.
Yeah, it's a
okay?
different machine. It's a different type of vessel being portrayed and at that level.
Yeah.
There's a reason that the raunchy stuff's at a lower level. There's a reason.
Right. Yeah, because it's what they want to do, but then advertisers don't. And so if GCW's in the millions of dollars, which I don't know, they had, didn't they just have a big event, the People versus GCW at Hammerstein?
Yeah, I can't say any, like, some of their
Yeah,
matches don't adorn to me, but for the most part,
Yeah.
they've actually had some pretty dang good storylines here lately. We catch them every once in a while, but yeah, they just had a major show at the Ballroom,
Yeah.
and their blood sport stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like, I'm down with that. Like it's a different take, and it's if we stop all critiquing it so hard from top to bottom and just enjoy some of it, and then talk about the things that we enjoy, wrestling would be so much more enjoyable. That's really the case. I'm not knocking anybody or anything.
I mean, it just all depends to whatever style, it's to whatever, to somebody's cup of tea. But once again, you have to appeal to the kids.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
appeal
yeah.
to
That one
the
needs to
younger
go away.
audience. You can't be
Right,
dropping
right.
F-bombs on Netflix, and then you're
mean,
going
you
to send
can.
little Johnny to bed at 8:00 because everybody's dropping F-bombs at the 7:00 hour.
So cursing's a little bit different for me because I feel like everybody curses a lot. Like, or I know a lot of people, so I curse a lot. Like, I've heard way worse out of everybody else's mouth than some people on wrestling. Now the shock value thing, AEW skirts the line a lot, and in this comment, yeah, I mean this.
Right?
I guess it was cool for when I was like 12, but I don't know. I don't really see the appeal to it now. Even going back and watching some of those matches, like I remember watching some of those things. And Chase and I were what we were watching, Royal Rumble, was it? They had a brawl and panty match there.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. It was like an 8-woman brawl and panty match.
Yeah.
It was on one of the pay-per-views, and we were watching. Chase is like, "What is that?" Like, I'm like, "That was what the women's wrestling was when I was a kid." Like, I guess it's fun, but at the same time, I would much rather watch women's wrestling today than ever watch any of that again. Like,
Yep. This
it
is
was
all
cool
of us
for the era.
This is all of us in the Attitude Era when we saw brawn panty matches. So it's
Yeah,
yay.
yeah. That's just my viewpoint. I mean, I don't give. There's a website out there that still does those matches and more. So
Yeah. Which, by the way, give me 1 second here. I'm going to do this right now. If you get notifications on your phone about a certain PlayStation app, sir.
no, I haven't even been wasting.
Yeah. But let's see. Just give me 1 moment here as I'm doing this. Hey, you're interrupting my podcast, by the way, and I'm cursing you out live on the air, so stop interrupting me. I'm not going to play GTA with you right now.
Was that Mike?
Okay.
That's funny.
Tell you, too much alcohol can influence the brain in so many ways, folks.
Terrible.
I mean, it's not like, we had 2 nights of it, or was it 2 or 3? Was it 2 or 3? Was it 3?
I don't know. We raced a lot this weekend, and you can go see one of them on Friday night race night on.
Yeah.
Zmiz is canceled
Definitely not for the kids.
All right, back to wrestling. Where are we at?
Yeah,
We're going
back
into
to
NXT.
wrestling. Yeah. Oh, yeah, NXT. Exactly. Let's get to NXT.
As I try to bring up, my feed went out again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the main event's in the ring, so just let you know.
That's fine. There you go.
All right, so let's discuss NXT, man. So we'll put up the NXT results here. So Eddie Thorpe at Obafemi was threatening Eddie Thorpe, saying, you got me once, don't do it again or else. And sure enough, Eddie decides to let's just set the stage here for this, by the way, because it was Tony D'Angelo coming out to address Obafemi, which I think was kind of cool. I like seeing the Don, man.
You know how I feel about the Don and the family. I'm all about them. So I was kind of excited for that. But Eddie intrigues me. Like,
Yeah.
He's one of those characters that I don't know if he's there yet, but at the same time, I like the weaselness that he keeps portraying. Like, he's that bad guy that I want to hate, but I can't. Because he's using his head. He's getting these matches, and he's not really doing anything for him, and I respect that. I can respect that.
And another guy that you like that's just throwing so much evil out right now is Ethan Page. That's 100%. Another one.
Love him. Busted people up.
Yeah, now this week it's Dante Chen's ankle that apparently is now busted.
Yeah, dude, he's. But what's what? Oh god dang it! What's his name? He's bouncy.
Oh, Javon Evans. Yeah,
Javon Evans came in. Yeah, he came in. He came in to save the day.
Oh yeah, for a bit, and then he got popped in the mouth again. He started.
Yeah, just
again.
Pop. I love me some all ego. Oh god, Ethan Page is amazing.
Yeah. So
just get ready. He's gonna do great things.
Like, it's like, what do you tell a punk with two black eyes? Nothing. You already told him twice.
I almost wish we saw Scorpion Sky come over to do what they were kind of doing, and him and Ethan were awesome together. I actually started liking Scorpion because of that. Really started. Dude's actually really good in the ring. And I was like, God, you know what? Not bad. It was Ethan's. My love for Ethan is what got me there.
Yeah. Ego, my hero, man. Like you said, I just love hearing that story, how you guys went for the Lucha Bros and you end up coming across Ethan Page. Yeah,
dude, it was awesome. Skylar and them were like, that's how I met Skylar or the Dirty Heel. And he's like, you'll like these guys. And so we stayed, and it's just really cool. Really cool. I like it.
And then more things come around full circle as the Dirty Heel is going to be coming back to St. Louis as part of FanFest 3.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah.
So what else do we get in this one? We got.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about this, man. I'm kind of
I'm thinking Roxanne. Yes.
This is one I want to get. Slamovich in attendance observing. So once again, this is before the announcement. Actually, once again. Okay.
So when I saw this, I wanted, the meme that goes around of Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, there it is. So I'm watching NXT live, and if I'm not mistaken, you're at work during the times it gets you.
Yeah.
But like the whole time, I'm like, I see her come in. I'm like, Dave. See, I told you, we just had to wait. Because you've been like, is it over with? Are we done with TNA and WWE partnership? Or we can't be done. It was just because of the holidays, all that kind of stuff. And you could feel the kind of like concern in your voice. And then I saw Slamovich. I'm like, hell yeah, we're back on.
Yeah, well, I was sad. I was sad. Because I was like, I didn't know if we were like done with it or what. I just, but I'm glad that we are not done with this, because I'm psyched. I really am psyched now.
I'm pumped, and to see her potentially come over and take on some of the women in NXT. Oh my God, dude. The women's division just keeps getting better and better, because now I really want to see Spitfire, who held on. Oh God, we're not there yet. Hold on, we won't get there, but I want to see Spitfire come over now and do stuff, because I'm absolutely 100% fan of Spitfire now from TNA. So there's two more women that are just killing it. It's Q. It's Q. And she could bite me. I'd be completely okay with Slamovich biting me.
Oh man.
I think I like her so much just because my daughter thought it was Slam a bitch.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of doing some other activities here, so bear with me for just a moment.
You're good.
While I do that. You know, like I said,
Mr. Herb Simmons, how you doing, sir? How you doing?
yeah, Herb. Of course, once again, SICW All Star Wrestling comes on at 8:00 on YouTube and of course on Facebook. Before we go on there, so yeah. So it's good to see Herb once again here tonight and joining us for a little bit of conversation. So yeah, man. So it's all right. I'll get out of the studio mode. Let's just go on to our next one. Okay, this was interesting. So at least to me it was. So Frazier and Nathan Frazier and Axiom defended successfully against OTM. DIY was watching on. So
I was really hoping OTM was going to win, but until then, I like Fraxium, so I can't really be too mad.
Well, I mean, you can't really be too mad about that. So,
my only curiosity is the fact that, and we already brought it up, that they were just seen on Genesis tonight, eyeing down the TNA Tag Team Champions. Fraxium was so.
Yeah.
I'm now really curious what's going to happen, and the idea of DIY versus Fraxium. Yeah, that's a wrestling match I want to see.
Yeah, it's definitely a match I want to see. That's for darn sure.
Hell yeah. I would throw in Motor City Machine Guns too.
Motor City Machine Guns?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Johnny is way better heel than I thought. If you don't like Johnny as a heel in NXT when him and Austin Theory were a group and they were called The Way, you're about to hang on tight because he's like that scuzzy, dirty, like frat boy heel. Just watch. Just hang in there for Johnny because I wasn't a fan of him until The Way. And then I was like, okay, Johnny, you can stay.
Oh no!
I am curious to see how that keeps going. Like with the, SmackDown and Raw's tag team. Raw's not so much.
Raw not so much.
SmackDown's tag team division's really starting to be showcased a whole lot more. NXT's rebuilding theirs right now with a bunch of groups, and we see formations and tag teams, all that kind of stuff. AEW, they have a tag team right now that I'm really hyped on, but I'm not going to get too gung-ho because they always ruin good things.
Right.
But
so
I don't know, the tag team divisions in wrestling, I love that they're getting highlighted as much as they are.
Quick update for those. It is after the 10 o'clock hour, and the feed just cut off for me. For did it cut off for you on the main event?
I'm still watching.
You're still watching it?
Yeah.
We're crying out loud. What's going on? I wonder what's going on with my feed then.
Mr.
It just
Joe,
went back.
They're psyching Joe up right now. I'm going to assume I can't hear because I turned the volume down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're psych. By the way, TNA had a great crowd tonight.
Oh, 100%. It's a fabulous crowd tonight.
Yeah.
So while I'm trying to see when we get the feedback on and such, like I said, Fraxium is still on fire. Retains NXT tag team titles, defeating OTM. DIY looking on. I would love to see DIY and Fraxium. If we see that on SmackDown, that'd be cool.
That'd be a good showcase.
That'd be a good showcase match. In fact, they could move something like this to a Saturday night's main event. I'm just saying,
I'd be down with that.
Heck yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty pumped for this this coming up Saturday night main event.
So yeah, so then at the end of the show, we had Roxanne doing a promo, but then Bailey coming out, making a return back home to NXT, and apparently, they got into a little confrontation here.
A little bit,
yeah, just a tad. But Roxanne, of course, dropped the title last week. In New Year's Evil to Julia. Almost begs the question now: is the Prodigy on her way to the main roster? And is she maybe heading to SmackDown, because she did show up on SmackDown last Friday during just to watch her Bailey's match against Tiff. So,
yeah, we're definitely getting some blending of the shows all around when it comes to the main promotions. So we'll just have to see. I'm still not a fan of Roxanne, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her. Once again, she's a great wrestler. There's just so many flavors of wrestlers nowadays. It's hard to go, that's my favorite, because so many are good and it's fun, and I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think Roxanne has proved her worth. I mean, in
100%. Yeah, I'm ready to see her. Seeing her on the main roster is going to be interesting, because there's a lot of people on the main roster still not being used, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, now with the introductions of the mid-card titles for the women, or the new titles for the women, I don't want to say mid-card, because every championship matters, in my opinion, if done correctly.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, if it's done correctly, of course it's going to...
That's one thing I was thinking about when I was watching OVW. They have a lot of titles down there. I was like,
OVW, you said?
Oh my god, yeah, there's titles all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand. I mean, where that's coming from.
But no, I'm pretty curious on where this goes. After their SmackDown thing, where Bailey loses to Tiff, Roxanne actually tweeted out that all she did was teach me how to lose.
Yeah.
So I do like the little jabs on the internet. It's fun.
Yeah, shots fired for sure.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of bummed just watching Bailey keep losing. That's my issue. Bailey's one of my faves.
Everybody goes through their slumps, you know. It's how you make of it whenever to get yourself out of that slump. So
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
no, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a good Bailey Roxanne feud, and then it's just because Tiffany's going to have different challengers here, but I'm just wondering. I mean, is she got that? I mean, Bailey faced Tiffany, but I mean, everybody knows that Tiffany's a big fan favorite right now, so stop trying to play her off as a heel. Did we also? And then, I mean, because I'm just kind of. We're just waiting to see when the next, when Nia Jax or even Candice LeRae is going to try to get revenge back on what they did, or if they're going to play that into the fold. So that's one thing we're going to have to look into, probably when we get to our SmackDown portions here. So, but as of right now, what we're going to do is. We're not doing memes tonight, guys. I'm sorry. But we got something a lot better for you. We haven't had this in a while. I figured we get a little bit of a different twist here for our chuckle session. This week, we're bringing back the funny fan signs, everybody.
Here's your sign, here's your sign, here's your stupid sign.
There we go.
This song is great.
Oh my gosh. So funny fan signs here for you tonight.
Sorry, the goofball came out.
Oh, it's all right. You're good. Let's see. So for our first sign here, you ain't gonna be able to see the entire sign, but I'll read it off anyway here. But it's a guy that says, "Why did you let LJN make your games in the '90s?"
That's funny.
Yeah, it's about the but you kind of notice this guy could look like a game software engineer. Let's just say, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
JBL just hit Frankie.
oh, he did.
Yeah, my feed keeps breaking up though. Come on. Don't
Oh,
do
at least
this
he
to
got
me.
one.
Don't do this.
Yeah, I don't.
Let me finish watching.
So here's a good one. I think here. Let's try this one out for size. For Jacob Fatu in Fortnite.
Yes. No, dude. Chase and I saw this and we're like, we're buying it. Like I'm. Here's my money. Put Jacob Fatu. Put Jay Uso in there. Chase is like, I want this to happen. I have John Cena unlocked.
I don't think I have that one. The one that Austin's asking for.
What?
About please tell me you got the one with Jacob Fatu and it had Cena's head behind on a sign.
No.
I don't know. I'll have to see if we got that or not, but I'll say for certain that I don't have it, but you know, we'll see who else may have it. So our next one here, how about belly button tats equals tough?
I never fantasized. I saw that in a meme once before, and I'm like, I never even thought about Batista's belly button tattoo. Being weird. The man had a nose ring for crying out loud.
Oh my god! I guess it was like Albert or yeah, it was Albert or Lord Tenzai that had his nipples pierced and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. He had a bull ring too at one time.
Oh yeah, yeah, he sure did. Let's see another one here. There you go.
Walking wiener. Oh, that's so funny. It's so hilarious.
And then we got a couple ones here from the a couple kid ones here. Let's see. So for our first one, you know, I believe with Joe Henry and tacos.
That's great. I love it.
And then this one I thought was kind of funny. You know, Kevin Owens claps when the plane lands.
Kevin is probably one of the best at just improving ever.
Oh man, yes. Well, what about his backstage promo with Nick? How about died laughing?
Dude, his work is just, I don't understand how people dislike him like because the man's just so good at what he does.
Stop trying to distract me, Nick. How about die laughing? Oh, that was so good.
You just think Triple H and like,
what was the shirt he had? Like Canadian American Dreams.
I can't remember
the shirt he had. It was like his dad was a
was an electrician.
Yeah, like son, yeah. A Canadian Dream son of a electrician or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I gotta find that. That's
he messes fun with people. I love Kevin. Kevin's awesome.
It was like a long drawn out title, you know. It's not some of a plumber's like something like exaggerative another phrase. Last one here for you. It says, why is Booker T getting known on the WrestleMania 22 poster? But the thing is that wasn't even Booker's. But John Cena wasn't Booker's opponent; it was the Boogeyman. I mean, I'll try to blow it up here for you, but look at this. You know, it was the Boogeyman he faced. But I don't know. I think it's just like a random poster. It's like, why is Booker T getting honed on the WrestleMania 22 poster?
I mean, he is. Isn't that WrestleMania 22 right there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was trying to piece everything together here for you, but yeah. Oh well.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was trying to look for some good ones. You know, I mean, it's hard to beat the one that says "My mom makes a great lasagna." You know. You know?
I mean, my favorite crowd sign still always be like Bill Goldberg eats corn the long way.
He's corn the long way.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I wish I had. I still have. You know, I made the sign that says Deborah bakes crotch cookies, but you know. Oh, the Attitude Era.
It was it was something. The Attitude Era was.
Yeah, it was. Well, like I said, that's all we got here for you this week. We'll get back to our memes next week, but I thought we might maybe kind of switched it up a little bit. I'll tell you what. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna go back, and I'm gonna make some transitions here with our results. So I got to make sure that everything is correct in our results. And then, did your feed go out after Frankie got hit, or?
Yeah, I can't get it back. JBL came in, hit Frankie, and that's the last that I saw.
Okay.
So I don't know who won.
Yeah.
I think Slamovich won the Clockwork Orange match.
Oh yeah, she did. She did. And then Cora Jade came out.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna go and see if there's any result. Let's see it. Oh boy. Well, I'm disappointed now. I really am disappointed now.
What?
But guess who won?
Nick Nemeth? Are you serious?
Yep. So apparently, according to my source, I found out here.
Swoggle what? You're an idiot. I love it.
So apparently, toward the end, is that Nemeth went for, I think, like a second or a third danger zone, but Henry, he set him for another super kick before that. Only Joe caught him, and then he did a fall away slam with him. He grabbed the leg, got him in the fall away slam, and then he picked him back up, and he did the standing ovation and pinned him. So
nice. So Joe Henry is our
Henry
TNA heavyweight champion. That's crazy.
Yeah, so TNA world champion. So I still want him to appear at the Rumble. Dang it.
It can still happen. Relax. Don't get your bloomers in a bunch, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a sign that says if Joe Henry doesn't appear, I'm going to not watch anymore, and I'm gonna write a mean tweet on that.
He'd be Triple H's hero. He thinks that's so funny.
Oh, I guess what I'll do here is I'll get our results here updated, and then we will kind of go over those here once we give a TNA Genesis on here. But I still, like I said, I just still want to know what JBL. So he clotheslined Frankie Kazarian, and I guess possibly so he doesn't cash in with his cup. I think it's probably the reason why.
So now is he really helping Joe?
Right. I mean, I don't think he didn't want anybody to interfere in the match. That could be. I think that could be the reason. I don't think there's necessarily Joe Hendry needed his help.
I just want to know why JBL. We're gonna find out hopefully Monday. Because isn't JBL showing up on Raw?
Oh yes, he is showing up on Raw tomorrow night.
So
in Dallas, yeah.
Like I need to know what's going on. Why does JBL keep popping up on these indie promotions and clotheslining hell somebody and leaving? Like there has to be connection to something, brother.
I know, right?
Unless it's Vicky's favor. Then we'll never know.
Right. So Genesis started out with the I guess like the kickoff show. Frankie Kazarian defeated Leon Slater.
Jake something.
Did he answer the challenge of Ashanti Adonis from the
Yeah, Ashanti came out and made a challenge. Jake something came out and destroyed Ashanti Adonis, and it was beautiful. But I'm so happy. Like, I know this is gonna be frustrating for you. Wait, Adonis just popped into TNA. Who's in TNA? That's right. Money. AJ Francis, baby.
There we go.
So when they announced that TNA and NXT made their partnership, right, in the multi-year contract, AJ Francis puts a picture of like SpongeBob and in them. And it's him being fired by WWE, and then he's popping back up as a TNA employee in NXT. And I want it to happen so bad now.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then I guess we're talking about Hendry, yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm glad to see Adonis over there.
Yeah.
And Jake something getting like that's another guy that was down at that Glory Pro show that stuck out and had an awesome match. They had a street fight, I think. And they were beating the hell out of him and AJ. Who was that? Austin? Do you remember who Jake something had that? It was the Glory Pro show with Penta and Ray Phoenix there. And Jake something, and I want to say it was AJ something.
Oh.
It was a black guy. They beat the hell out of each other. It was dope. It was a good match. That was a really good match.
Yeah. But the main show kicked off with Moose defending the X Division title. I could have thought that Ace
the
Austin,
newly made X Division Championship.
All right.
That's a new design.
It's a new design belt.
Yes, that is a new designed belt, and it looked good too. I was really impressed with that match. They did good, and Moose didn't do that awful spear.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
He did it at the end.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad because he was jumping in the air.
Yeah. No, he did that whole flippity.
Yeah, but if you're airborne, I don't know. I was trying to give him some credit. Like, it wasn't terrible. It didn't make me cringe.
It's not a finisher. It's done. Get it out of there, Moose. You're much better than that.
I'm telling you,
you're sparing guys half your size for crying out loud.
If you would adopt the torture rack as his finishing move, it would be sick.
Yeah, right. Do something that's going to make these guys instead of just doing like a one hitter,
or a camel clutch. Choke them all out.
Use your muscle, bro. That's what you're there for.
Yeah. You're still Kevin Nash of this era's X Division. I'm just going to throw that out there. You're just not going to have an Alex Shelley to make you cool. Because that was funny. That was such good stuff. TNA, we love you.
Oh, man. I'm not going to get that. Oh, no. Is this the...
What are you talking about?
Did he make the belt gold pretty much? Is it just a gold belt?
Yeah. It's bigger too, it looked like.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, it looks like the same design, but it's gold. Oh no, that's just what the new was. I don't know.
They said it was new.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. Let's see. I don't know. This is what you get when you try to search Google anymore. They just throw all these images. It's not trusted. That's why I hate Google anymore. They'll sell your information, they'll sell your soul, and they'll give you false results. F you, Google. So all right. And so who do we have after that? We had the tag match with the System against Eric Young and Steve Macklin.
Steve Macklin. I didn't see that one.
So they ended up with winning that tag match.
Nice.
I don't know. Unless
Dude,
we're trying to get
Steve-
involved with using nuts on somebody. It's like, really? Come on.
I did like how they went into the match. Like they were feuding. They came out to help Moose and stuff, and like then the other team came out, and so they just like feuded right into the match. That was pretty cool. That needs to get used more. I like that. I like that a lot.
And then we had the Knockouts tag titles with the Elegance girls coming out as Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Thank you, Spitfire. That's all I gotta say.
That's the only.
My elegance doesn't.
Yeah, the Elegance brand. That's the only best thing they did is come out as Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. So that's probably about probably the best they've done so far. But they still lost. So.
And then we had the gym that was Tessa Blanchard versus Jordan Grace.
Yep, the undeniable diamond. Tessa. Man, but I'm just telling you, that was just that's going to be up for match of the year.
100%. 100%. That match was phenomenal.
A lot of these matches are. So like I said, I think Jordan is going to be out the door, leaning more towards NXT. Or of course, maybe stopping back at TNA, but I think she's got a WWE deal coming. So
100%. There has to be something in the works.
There's got to be something with that.
That's just death by snooze.
So then, of course, we had the I Quit match between
the
Josh
walking
Alexander,
wiener.
Yeah, the walking wiener, and Mike Santana.
I'm sorry, Joe. It's funny. I can't. It's one of those things. I think you messaged me when we saw it on the PLE together. You're like, I can't unsee it now.
Right.
And you can't. It's the walking wiener, not the walking weapon.
But then, so he was made to say I quit. But man,
that match was brutal. They beat the holy hell out of each other.
That's another candidate for match of the year right there.
Yes,
another really good match. Of course, match of the year meaning TNA match of the year.
AJ Gray, that's who it was. Jake something versus AJ Gray. That match was sick, dude. AJ and him just threw each other around the Belclair Fairground.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, Josh Alexander saying he quits TNA, so we're going to see when he shows up in NXT. So it's happening.
Let's go north. Let's go north. Yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Ethan Page and Josh together in NXT. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The only thing that can make me happier is if Rohit came back 100% to either TNA or NXT.
Yeah, I don't get it. They used him at Bound for Glory, then just poof. That nothing.
One of the most he's untapped potential there is just crazy.
I know. I don't know why they don't use him more. My God. I mean, unless if the money's not there, that's the only thing I could think of. Why he's not being used.
That was a whole good group of guys because like something, Rohit, Ethan, they're all actually friends. They're all chums.
Yeah.
So that's a good group of guys that I would love to see up on the main cards. They deserve it, dude. If anyone does, they're my indie darlings.
Yeah. Then of course we had the TNA World Tag Team Title match between Hardys defending against the Rascals, and like you said during the match, Nathan Frazier and Axiom came down to confront the Rascals. Yeah. So,
well, no, they came out after the Hardys and the Rascals were out and sat down in chairs, and then of course they got involved because they were out there, and then the Hardys were out there, and then one of them ran into him. I think it was Trey Miguel, right?
Yeah, Trey Miguel.
Trey
Right.
Miguel. And so now we're going to get some spout between those two. But it's funny because Winston them, once again, let's go back to X. They tweeted out saying, "Hey, are we still the number one contenders?" Because technically the Rascals were at one point the number one contenders.
Yeah.
So do we finally get the number one contender match? That's all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The doors are open. Let's let the mice play, I guess. I can't.
Yeah, like you said, NXT's got a couple big shows coming up. They're gonna be live on location in, I think, on the 28th, I believe. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, and then of course they got Vengeance Day on February 15th.
Yeah, February 15th is Vengeance Day.
You know, there's a lot of possibilities that can happen between now and then.
Dude, there's so much TV time, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. So nice.
Then the Clockwork Orange match. Oh my gosh. Just
my feet kept breaking up, and I'm pissed because this is the match I was pumped for.
And like I said, we'll catch it on a replay though. But
I will.
But Masha survived the Clockwork Orange match, defeating Rosemary, retaining her Knockouts title. But after the match, Cora Jade did come out and confront Masha in the ring. So now I guess we're going to see that blend over or that crossover. Masha is probably they're going to be showing up at each other's doorsteps. And I like, though, once again, the TNA titles, though, are kind of being, except for the tag, because I would love to see the Rascals come after the NXT tag titles again. But like I said, we've already seen the Rascals in there. So, we want to see some new flavors in there. Masha coming in, or at least, Cora Jade coming in with Masha, though. Yeah, I guess it'd be cool, but I kind of wish there was some more of the NXT goal involved in this feud with TNA, though.
We'll get
other
there.
Than just the tag titles that we've already seen the Rascals in NXT. They were in NXT.
Hey, we're the first pitch just got thrown tonight, buddy. That's it.
Yeah,
it's a multi-year deal. The first pitch just got thrown tonight. Let's go back to Mr. Paul Heyman.
All right, top of the first.
Yeah, we are. That was tonight was the first pitch. It starts with Cora.
Yeah, Cora Jade and Masha. So I'll be interested to see how that. I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait for Masha to tear her up. It's elementary to me.
Yeah, we are fans of Masha. Masha's the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Cora. I'm down with Cora.
She's all right.
I'm going to tell you, there's something that I really wish that would happen, but it's the what if factor, and I really hope it does become a thing because it'd be money as hell. But she'd have to want to come back, and that's AJ Lee coming back and being like a mentor to Cora Jade and Roxanne as a tag team, and them going like a feud with like Punk as a new faction. I don't know, man, because like there's just so much to be done. I would love to see AJ back, and they're big fans of her. So, there's a missing element still in Cora. That's my thing, and that's how I feel about Roxanne. Both of them are super talented. There's just something still missing for me to be like, okay, I see where we're going with this.
Right. Yeah, like I said, if AJ decided to come back,
bro,
AJ's going to Raw.
That's so much money. Like the man who. That's all I'm going to say. The man who. If AJ Lee comes back to professional wrestling, move over Becky Lynch because you are no longer going to be top female draw. Actually, Becky was top. She was top draw at one time. Not unfortunately, I'm proud of her for it. But My queen's about to come back, so
Yeah, I'm actually rating the or watching or kind of getting the.
of what?
Well, I'm watching or at least I'm reading the results out of whoever wrote this article for the results. Someone gave the I Quit match 3 out of 5 stars. You're an idiot. Okay, you're an idiot.
That was like easily a 4.2 star if you're gonna go that rating. I give it a solid B plus.
Yeah, solid B plus for sure. I mean, it's not an A, but it's a solid B
Yeah.
plus. And like I said, for someone who's been in the business as long as I have, I'm going to be critiquing hard. So
That was a great match, I thought.
but B plus, like I said, but I still say match of the night though has that's I would even dare give Tessa and Jordan an A minus. I would because
I can almost agree
match
with
of the night. That's match of the night for me. And with
I'm one of those people that don't want to rate high usually. So
But yeah, I mean, but it's borderline. We're talking like
for match of the night, yes, because I do agree with you. But I have not got to sit down and watch the Clockwork Orange or the main event.
Yeah, if we're grading on a scale from 0 to 100, you know,
Was it Dave Meltzer?
I mean, I'm not do not call me the M word, you jerk. I am not freaking that dumbass. Okay,
the M word.
You want to show up next week? Shut your mouth, fool. I will find you and kill you. I will send you a dog turd with your shipment, sir.
From now on, Meltzer will be just known as the M word. Do not bring the M word.
Do not call me the M word. You jerk. I do not like you right now.
Oh, that's funny.
I so do not like you right now. That is so not cool.
I didn't call you Dave Meltzer.
No, I'm talking about the guy in the chat.
I guarantee he's losing his mind right now laughing.
He's gonna get a frozen dog turd in his freaking shipment.
Here, Ruby. He wasn't calling you.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought he was calling me that. Forget it. You're still getting a dog turd. You still brought him up in our chat. Forget it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh, man. No, we're all good. We're all good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. So I think we're done. Like I said, we already covered Joe Hendry is the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm stoked about that for sure. And yeah, shoot. So let's move on to our other discussions here. Let's go back to our SmackDown news. How's that? As we're pulling up our results. So, Bloodline having new targets. I mean, of course, and pretty much, focused targets with Jey Uso and the LA Knight. They're getting beat downs here. But what about the promo? I mean, people,
dude,
with Jacob
just the amount of money that man just pours off the screen, in the ring, on the mic, as he walks out. Like, he is the complete package when it comes to that. Like, Umaga had a presence to him, right?
Right.
That, like, you can't take away, because that's my favorite. Once again, Samoan. You can't take it away from him, but the way Jacob carries himself, he has Umaga's like spirit, almost that tribal character, right, in him. But then he has the smooth talking, because Rikishi's underrated on the mic. Rikishi's underrated on the mic. When he was doing the Too Cool stuff, his mic skills, he got to show who he was. And look at Jay. Jay's phenomenal. So he has that skill, that hidden gem of professional wrestling, is that mic skill in it. And the man can just move like no one's business. Like, there's no reason that man that size should be bouncing around the ring like he's a pinball. I mean, that's what he actually is, and I'm all for it because Jacob, keep doing you, bro. I'm with it. I'm curious on how you're getting it started. My bigger takeaway through all this stuff was, yeah, Jacob and Tonga are still destroying stuff, but my dude Solo just walks out. What's going on with the mini boss?
Yeah. What about that, man? Let's talk about it. So Solo, one word, speaks no words. You know? Well, I mean, what is it? I mean, I don't really think it's the quiet. I just noticed the sign at the top left. The Bows love you, Solo. There you go. Another
honorary sign night right there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, let's see what's the other one? Oh, Little Miss Breathing San Diego. Okay, so then Solo sucks, and but no, came out. I guess the crowd didn't want no part of Solo talking, and he just didn't say a word, and he walked off the behind the set.
He took his coat off and walked out. I'm like, for one, why are you taking your coat off, man? Like, you didn't need to do that. That was being too extra. But
I was like, he takes his coat off and he does like the finger hanger. It's like, what are you?
And it's like inside out and messed up. Like, you doing too much, bro. Just walk out, Solo.
It's like doing a spot for like a new cologne commercial or something. It's like, what are you doing?
But I'm curious, man. I really have gotten into the Solo character since like him stepping up and being what he was, the mini boss. Like, how does this continue? How does well, I don't know, because Rock came back and was like, "Thank you, Cody Rhodes," hugging Roman again. Like, so, but the dynamics was the final boss, the mini boss, and then the underlings. And I'm curious, like, because that's how my brain was having it. And now I'm curious at how all the cards are being shuffled in this Bloodline storyline.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm just kind of
Jacob's
kind
promo was
of wondering where,
I ain't done yet, huh? You think I'm goofy, huh?
Right,
Dude, he was badass, and he's had some killer like in what? I always get this mixed up. MLW? No.
Yeah, MLW. That's
MLW.
That's where he was champion. Yeah.
So that man cut some amazing promos down there, and he's done a couple good ones in GCW when he had a short stint with Zilla down there. But that one on SmackDown was like dialed up. I was like, wow.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah, no, but then have Solo come out and just have him walk off and kind of wondering where the state of the bloodline is, because he's not the tribal chief. The Ulafala belongs to Roman Reigns. And I don't know. We didn't see Roman because he's taking a rest.
What is it? The 20? Was it the 20?
Oh, 27th. He's having that acknowledgement ceremony. Yeah.
The 27th. Do we see Solo and them show up there?
See, he's supposed to acknowledge him, right? He said he would acknowledge him. So makes you wonder. I mean, this is big, brewing. What's going to happen? For Raw and Netflix.
What kind of? Wait a minute. Okay, time out. We're still correlating. I mean, I am that there was two forms. What if now, like, they acknowledge Roman? So now you have Sammy Uso, Jimmy, Jay over here. You have the new bloodline over here, and they have acknowledged Roman Reigns, both sides. What's the power struggle on that dynamic going to be on that level? Because they're still attacking Jimmy and stuff.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole new storyline that I didn't even think about that we can go in a direction. Like, the drop-down dynamics. Like, Jay's still trying to be, main event Jay, and that's taken away from the acknowledgement of Roman. How's that? Oh, dude, there's so many more cool ways now we can go about this, and I don't know why. I want it. Best storyline of professional wrestling right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is it's something else. I mean, because you don't know, because I mean, even though they may all acknowledge Roman, but they might have still beef away from. I mean, we're still gonna, even if they all form as one, there's still gonna be friction somewhere. So, new bloodline, old bloodline. The new bloodline loved having that power, loved having the acknowledgement, and now they're going back to the old boss.
Mm-hmm. It's curious.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it is. So last highlight we're going to talk about here. There we go. Stratton puts a stamp on Tiffy time and defeats Bailey in her first title defense.
Clean too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, match was nearly about 19 minutes. I mean, it was a really good main event for SmackDown.
Yes, it was. It was a really good main event.
Solid too, and I don't think Roxanne Perez did show up at ringside to watch.
They just had a verbal altercation. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, just verbal. So she just distracted Bailey, didn't really interfere.
Okay, so as we're talking about this and talking about Tiffany, I'm so happy they're letting Tiff carry it farther. Like, we're not just going to get a one and done thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a good run with her. Something about the wrestlers, though, in the crowd. What's his name? Oh, god dang it. Vince Russo brought up how it makes them all look goofy. Are they buying tickets, all that stuff? Like, is that really mattered? Like, didn't we just think that, like, I don't understand why that's an issue. Like, they're wrestlers there. They want to see their people wrestle. And shut up, Vince.
I don't know. That's why I don't listen to Vince Russo much. I just only hear about things that we might agree on, and that's about 10% of whatever comes out of his mouth. No, 5% of whatever comes out of his mouth that we may agree upon. The other 95 is basically, like waste.
I mean, I will say this about one of the things. I am tired of seeing Braun Breaker just sitting in the crowd. Why am I not watching Braun destroy dudes?
Yeah,
so that he has some type of merit there to it, but like, I don't think it's worried about like if there's a ticket or not. Like that doesn't have to be acknowledged anymore. We're just like, they're sitting in the crowd. Something's going to happen.
Yeah,
or they're just guests, because there is that factor with how they've been doing celebrities coming in and watching these shows and stuff now, because they do it at basketball games. Like, oh, there's Brad Pitt on the field, on the court side. Like, so it makes sense now that WWE is doing something like that with the amount of like celebrity fans in professional wrestling that are coming out of the woodworks. But I don't know. I like having the Roxanne there. I thought it was a cool aspect to it because it makes me want to see where they're going with her and Bailey, and it allowed Tiffany to get a number one win over a very affordable opponent.
Yeah, former WWE champion that was having a hot 2024, won the title at WrestleMania 40. Had the longest appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble ever. I mean, she was making history, making marks in 2024, and Tiffy just like, yeah, okay, my year, my time. Okay, sit down for a bit, slow down, Bailey. It's my time now to shine. And like I said, a very impressive win. I would say dominant win, and just kind of wonder what's going to be next for Tiffy though. And
it's Nia.
Yeah, probably Nia.
We're gonna see Nia raise her little head again and take out Miss Tiffy.
Yeah. So we're going to like I said, our next thing that we're going to be bringing up here is upcoming Saturday here. We have Saturday night's main events is coming Saturday.
Yep.
From San Antonio. So I mean, WWE just circling around Texas. They're in Dallas, and I don't know. I forgot where they're at. This Friday. I'm sure they're somewhere like maybe Austin. I don't know. I had to find out where SmackDown's going to be Friday.
I can't remember.
But I know Saturday is San Antonio. So, Texas is a big state. So, be there for a while. So this didn't have a graphic for this, but a match announced, bro. Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu.
I
That's
am
happening.
like, oh, dude. It's almost like, I don't know. This one it's too soon, but I'm stoked for it. Like if these two are, and I'm talking like Mark Henry, Big Show, slamming. That's such an underrated match still for me for big men, especially at that time of professional wrestling. The big men weren't being taken seriously, in my opinion. The bigger guys, but now Braun and Jacob doing it. Like, oh my god, these two monstrosities are gonna go to town on each other.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to that match. And then there's another event that apparently from the result, we didn't talk about this much from SmackDown. I mean, we lightly mentioned KO, but KO did wrestle Rey Mysterio, and he did get the victory, and he was about to give the package pile driver to Rey until Cody came out to save him, and they battled again. And apparently, there's been an amendment to the. Excuse me, I can't fucking talk.
There it is. Check.
There it is. How I do it. I get frustrated. I don't have a relaxing Sundays anymore.
Is amendment? Now you
amendment.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm tired of it. It's
a change of the contract.
Thank you. Yeah,
a change
to the contract. Speech impediment. That's
what. So Kevin and Cody are going to meet in the middle of the ring at Saturday Night Main Event with Nick Aldis. Incorrect. And I kind of hope Adam Pearce gets stunned again.
Yeah. But no, did you see the promo backstage?
Huh?
Nick Aldis is not going to officiate it.
Oh.
They're in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shawn Michaels is going to be there. I still hope Adam Pearce gets stunned.
Be the one. So Shawn's like, man, I'm like in NXT. I don't handle this garbage no more. I got a little more going on with Eddie Thorpe. Trying to not shove and Ethan Page and all that. So Shawn Michaels is going to be going to officiate the contract signing for the Royal Rumble ladder match, and both titles are going to be taken off both men.
Do you think it's true? I heard on. Now this is deep Reddit stuff that I was digging through, but there's rumors that we're actually getting a new World Heavyweight title.
I sure hope to God, and shrink the W, please. That's all I'm saying. Just shrink the W. Put it on there. I know
there was like there was a sketch out there that I think AI
where they were
did
like in Madison Square Garden. I think
and it was the fused Angle with the new big W. It looked kind of sick actually,
and it had like nameplates on it. Like
it kind of looked dope.
I do kind of like the sign medallions now for making the special plates for the wrestlers.
Yeah, it's kind of grown on me. It's grown on me.
They need to keep that. They need to keep that somewhere on the belt. Okay,
I don't think the nameplate needs to be there anymore, necessarily.
Well, I like the sign medallions for the superstars now. Well, for WWE anyway, because that's their brand.
Right.
Yeah. I mean I think that looks good for them. Okay. But if we get a new title at Royal Rumble, great. But it's going to be after the Rumble though, because both belts will be hung up. So
like I said, I read that there was a small like Rumble rumor, but I'm not holding nothing to it. But what if? Because like they're putting a lot of effort into this thing and how Cody won. There's a lot of guys out there in this locker room that like the old title, or Brett even said the one that him and Hogan held was the best title ever designed.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, How do you think Shawn Michaels is going to feel when he takes both belts and one of those belts belonged to him on three occasions?
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, man, this was the belt I held. You know.
Yeah. So I mean,
And of course,
I would like to see it happen.
You know, and then of course, he had the world title. You know, I mean, do we miss the big gold? You know,
I dig the new one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm firm behind the WWE version of their big gold. Like it's their style, and I'm like, as much as I want to be, it's too corny or cartoony or toy made. I understand what it is for that industry. You know what I'm saying? That pinnacle one.
right?
It's still the man, and it looks good. It's a title that looks good and it's marketable. So like I'm like,
But there is a story behind the design, though, and that's
100%. That's beautiful, and I love it.
Yeah, there's definitely a story behind the design. You said people are like, I kind of missed the big goal, the one that does the Flair replica. I'm like, no, but you know what? Go to an indie show because I'm sure somebody's got it somewhere. They painted it up somehow.
I dig the new version of the big gold belt. Like I really do.
You can buy it on Temu for $100. I'm sure. Just go find it if you want it that bad.
I do like the old one though. There's still that nostalgia part.
Yeah, I mean that, but honestly, no. I mean the big gold itself. I mean, nah. And you know what? Also, when we're talking about belts, there was a rumored, and I forgot where I saw this, and I don't know if it was posted in We Talk Wrestling, but there was actually a rumored NWO title.
Yes,
that was supposed, and I'm telling you, that title would have been a lot better than that big gold. They're just having the spray paint, and I know where they're getting at. But that belt looks sharp, and Hogan is a freaking idiot to not take that title. If that
it was pretty cool, and at that time, like that was a marketable title too. So like making toys and stuff would have been really cool of it. So that's how you start to understand like WWE how they play their cards about things. Is like, okay, how can we make this look cool on TV, and then how can I go and make money off this being cool on TV? So it's a really interesting thing.
Heck yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I not when I saw that, I'm like, Hogan, how could you pass that up, bro? That was a sharp looking belt too. That NWO. It had actually, detailed graphic work and everything else instead of you're just gonna graffiti spray paint the Flair gold. Oh, I want this belt instead.
There was something really cool about that. Though,
yeah, well, you could at least throw it in
the moment that the moment that he's like, there was a rebellion. Like, I don't think Medusa's wrong for dropping the title in the trash can.
That was awesome.
I truly don't. Was it kind of a shitty thing to do? Yes, because it was done very maliciously. But that's fine. But when you look at it upon history, like that was a moment, dude. That's exactly why WWE does what it does, or wrestling and as a whole does what it does. Is those moments, those key little things. You're like, that was a shitty move, but like that was cool, or this, the awesome chant. And so I don't know. We got way off topic now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping there's a new title, but one of the other matches that got announced, because I don't know what else has got announced right now. But Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title was announced. Of course, what do you? Did I go too fast? There it is. You got prettiness. Yep. This is gonna be one of those things where if Jey loses, I kind of going to be pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
I know I'm hyped up. I mean, I know they're putting a lot of hype into this, but I think Gunther somehow is going to come away with the victory.
But one of my issues too is like I agree somewhat with the internet on this one. All right, so the internet wrestling community has been griping about how like lackluster Gunther's World Heavyweight title run's been. It's not been bad by any means, so I'm not going to go there. But at the same time, like, I was having more fun with Damian Priest.
Yeah.
So that's where I am right now with Gunther. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Gunther. I think Gunther's amazing. But does he need the title right now to continue? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Like, I'm not.
Well, as of right now, we'll think of it this way, because Ludwig Kaiser is still trying to branch off of his own. Will they two come back to form Imperium? We don't know. But Gunther had basically made his. He basically made his. He gave his talk to Ludwig and said, "Hey, you need to be your own man instead of
Well, I think that's going to come back and bite him in the ass, my dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it here that it bites him in the ass, or do we see the cracks start to form? See, you're sniffing what I was putting down, which is good, because I don't see how much farther we can go with Gunther this way when he was not used. And this is another thing I agree with the wrestling community online, right? He wasn't used to the night 2 of the new Netflix deal, and he wasn't used for night 2 of it. We didn't really see him. That's a damn shame right there. You have your world heavyweight champion, an amazing human being specimen, not be featured. Gunther should have been featured, my dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Somewhere. So like, they're not putting the investment into him right now. In my eyes, there's other storylines that have taken center stage, and you can see it. Then that's how I feel about it. I'm not saying nothing this man's done wrong.
Right.
Just where do we go with it? Does Kaiser finally turn? Because he's been kind of harsh on Kaiser. Kaiser hasn't been taking it very easily. He hasn't been doing the best either. So does his frustration boil over and go, "You're not helping me. Click. I want what you have." So that's all I'm putting down right now. I think Jay might have a chance here because of that reason.
Yep. And then one other match that's been announced, and you talked about it, but we are getting Braun Breaker and Sheamus for the IC title.
Which I'm cool with this, because I love Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. But I'm telling you, Sheamus as a faction, and that faction didn't get... It was him, Alberto Del Rio, and Rusev. I can't remember who else was in it. There was one other person, but I can't remember.
Rusev and... Oh.
It was Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, and Rusev. But I can't. There was a fourth.
That's weird.
It only happened for like a month. They came together, and then like John Cena super Cena them both, all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Wade Barrett. I'm pretty sure was in the group too. It was a great group. But I would love to see Sheamus have one more good run with a faction. He's killer. Braun's gonna destroy Sheamus. I'm sorry, Sheamus. One of my favorites. Sheamus has one of the best bicycle kicks in the business, my dude. Can we agree on that? Like Test still is the bicycle kick king for me, but Sheamus is right up there.
Oh yeah, with the brogue. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so awesome.
Yeah. Yep. I got a slight distraction because apparently Skylar did put the clip on We Talk Wrestling of the last of the ending of the World Heavyweight Championship match tonight at Genesis.
What a nice guy.
And boy, did he clothesline the crap out of Frankie Kazarian. Wow.
Maybe he'll knock some freaking charisma in there.
Oh, and then he knocked out Ryan Nemeth. Oh man.
Poor Nick Nemeth's brother.
That dude's a little strange to me.
I love Ryan.
It's a little strange. I mean, the whole
one of the things AEW missed the boat on is
that's all we got.
Was
so
Ryan.
We just got the JBL walking this. We didn't get the final. So
Ryan Nemeth and God dang it, he's the Roy something. Big country looking guy. They were a tag team down there. They were great. I love those guys together. Role models or something. I can't remember what the hell they're called now. Too much wrestling.
Oh man. Well, it's what do you do? I'll just have to go and catch the replay because mine faded away. At least we know who won that TNA World Heavyweight Championship tonight. And like I said, this is pretty much all we got coming back to Saturday night's main event. So there's 4 things that's been announced. So this match, and of course the World Heavyweight Title match. Then of course we got the contract signing between KO and Cody to happen at the Rumble. Both belts be taken from both competitors, and we'll see him back at the Rumble, hung up high in a ladder match, and then we get Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. That's gonna be,
dude. I can't wait for that.
yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
There's got to be something else here too to fill. I mean, to fill those 2 hours. So that's, yeah. So that Saturday night's gonna be a good night for a show on Peacock. Or NBC, I was
gonna say it was on NBC too.
Yeah, it is on NBC. Yeah, so if you got the
overall, there's gonna be great wrestling coming up again. I mean, just wrestling everywhere.
You got the TV tuners and the rabbit ears. You can see the show going on the NBC. So, yep. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a great event. But overall, it's been a very, very fulfilling week as well. And I don't know what's coming up tomorrow night for Raw. I don't remember either. I mean, I pretty much would have to kind of double check to see what's coming up on Raw for this coming. Of course, individual WrestleMania tickets going on sale this coming Friday. I guess they were doing the Raw one. Let's see. Oh yeah, Seth and Drew to battle. The New Day returns to action.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
And of course, then we're gonna get Jay to kind of give a little preview, a little, a little promo in the ring, and then of course, probably we're gonna have a confrontation between Jay and Gunther, probably. So yeah, there we go. So Seth, freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre. I'm pretty sure that's going to be main event. New Day to return to action. Lyra Valkyria will return. And yeah, so looking forward to a hyped up show. Oh, and then if you're watching Netflix and you see like how Raw's got like 6 or 7 episodes, they're just putting placeholders for the future dates, people. So. I found that I'm like, how did they get 6 episodes already of Raw? So I was like, oh, okay.
They're in the future, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like filling a calendar. It's like, okay, we're going to do this date and this date and this date. So yeah. Oh, wow. Cool deal. So yeah, man. I think that's all we got for this week. I mean, I could have thought we would have gone a little longer, but hey, we're pretty much right at our 2-hour mark. I mean,
we highlighted the things. We got distracted a couple times. We detoured and we chit-chatted like we always do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only other thing I'm getting distracted with right now is how the temperature down here is in the single digits. It's 5 degrees outside. It's cold. It's cold, man, and it's like the stuff's going to be refreezing over, so we're still having some roads are going to be slick again. So
yeah, and you guys didn't get plowed out really at all down there, did you? Out of that lot of snowfall.
Let me just say, I've been in neighborhoods where I've had to make some drop-offs, for work and everything, and people did not want to shovel their driveways.
SB was complaining about that the other day to me.
I'm like walking up sheets of ice. It's like, hey man, this big man had like 10 slabs of concrete for a driveway plus a sidewalk. It took me 3 days and periods, or at least I got it done. I got freaking Enviro Heat ice melt down there. Oh yeah, this chill factor is idiotic, Mike. I'll tell you, it's dumb. It's stupid.
What are we here?
Yeah, so the next 3 days are going to be colder than a witch's you know what. So,
Which is
yeah. So if your freezer breaks down, you need something cold. You know, if you're a good beer drinker, then just set your beer outside, and it'll get cold real quick. So,
it's as cold as ass. What?
oh my gosh,
It's like cold as ass, but your mouth is. Never mind.
yeah.
It's what the weather, but that's
Oh
inappropriate.
yeah, what the weather? Yeah, I keep forgetting about that app because I laugh too much at that. I really should get that,
It's so bad.
but I want accurate weather, so that's why I didn't get it. You know, but for entertainment value, that's
I have like 7 weather apps, bro.
7.
Yeah, because I gotta watch the Doppler, all that kind of stuff. There's different types of maps to tell what's gonna happen.
Zmiz is going to be your next area meteorologist.
No, I ain't no weatherman. I ain't no weatherman.
Hey,
I'm one of those old men that think it's that hobby, you know.
Oh well.
Hey, I was a junior storm chaser as a kid, man.
Yeah.
We went to 19 classes to do that stuff.
Oh man, no, that's like everybody stay warm for certain, and don't forget about. Hey, and if for those who are listening here tonight, pass along the word. We're going to make an announcement about the Rumble. Okay, you may be featured. You might be featured on here next week. It just all depends. We're going to whoever responds to our contest. So let's line this out here. I haven't made an official poster because I've been busy as hell and my job sucks. So if you are drawn, okay, for next week. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put something in random next week, and we'll be doing the drawing of one name for each. I'm gonna say one name for each Rumble. So we're gonna do one for the men's, one for the women's. So, and we'll put you into where you have numbers for the participants that come out for the Rumble. And if one of your wrestlers win the Rumble, you're going to be winning a prize pack of Falls Count Everywhere merchandise from us truly. So, I keep preaching about these shirts and everything else. So if you want to get in on this, just look for the announcements. I will be posting them on Facebook and X tomorrow. So if you are a Facebook and X user, you will need to make sure you're following us at FCE Podcast on X and follow us at Falls Count Everywhere on Facebook tomorrow, because that's where the announcements will be made. So there you have it. There you are. Good luck. Hopefully you win. We just do it here because it's going to be myself, Zmiz. GQ's coming back here next week.
Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. GQ.
Yep. And Austin Cage is coming back.
That dirty rascal heel Austin Cage.
Who I thought called me Meltzer earlier, and I'm going to shoot him. So
and from now on, Meltzer is known as the M word.
He is the M word, yes. Meltzer is the M word, so yes.
And then Rusev is Casper, because we don't.
Oh man, but I know you've had a long weekend, my friend, and I think we're just gonna say enjoy wrestling. It's gonna be another good week, and thanks for tuning in once again, guys. And any other final thoughts from you, Z?
No, remember to tune into the major brands and don't forget about your local shows in your area, SICW, NGW, IEW, all those guys. So,
yep. And even where you're living at now, look to see if there's local promotions around there. Support these guys because they're out trying to live the dream one way or the other.
One of my favorite ones over in Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania? Is PPW? I think it's Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. PPW's awesome. Great promotion over there.
Yeah. Or 3PW. Yeah, I guess so. But
I think it's that.
And like I said, all the like I said, we got shows here too. Like I said, SICW All-Star Wrestling on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. And tune into the new AIWF. What did I say? What was the name
Global or something? I can't remember what you said.
I'm an idiot. I need a reference card. Cue cards. Waitress. Well, yeah, it was, Across the Globe. Yes, Across the Globe. AIWF Across the Globe, episode 1. In fact, I am going to forward this to you, Zmiz, so you can watch it on your own. So, all right, guys.
Yeah, you know I will.
Yep. Zmiz loves watching wrestling, man. It's better than anything going on in the world today. We love
people talk to me about other things. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just watch wrestling.
Yeah.
I did just finish the 100. So I watch other things.
Shoot.
But no, I really just watch wrestling.
I watch wrestling and shows that I used to watch too back when growing up, because anything now is either news or crap I can't watch. So there you go.
I watched Doug Basham wrestle last night and call himself the Machine.
Right.
Because he was at one time when he wore the gimp mask.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I seen him in that gear.
Big Daddy leather Doug.
Yeah. Big leather Daddy Doug.
What? I love it. I'm not even mad at him.
I think that's funny as hell, man. That's funny as hell. And like I said, we're going to have Ryan Von Rockit on a future date too, and we're looking forward to that whenever that happens. And so hopefully we'll be back him next month, maybe March, whatever his schedule can coordinate with ours.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun show too. Yeah. Make sure that I've got everything lined up here for our panel shot, and I think we do. So remember, guys, follow, like, subscribe to everything we have. Have a party, or and I can press the right button and be calm.
Don't be a cup of haters. Share our stuff.
Never be a cup of haters, man. Spread the love, man.
Dude, JBL, they just released a what was it? When he was the Hawk? Bradshaw. Justin Hawk Bradshaw. They just released a fig set of him of that. Or they did release a fig set and I didn't know about it and I really want it. Thank you to I am so bad with names. I'm on the spot. Never mind. Just keep going.
Yeah,
he was on the show. He was on the show. Gino Rivera posted, shared that he picked it up. That son of a gun.
Yeah, Gino Rivera. Yeah, I remember good old Gino.
Yeah, so, take us out, man. I was trying to have a story on the way out and mess it up.
Oh yeah, like I said, I think we both need cue cards at this point in stage. I mean, I'm going to be getting my AARP membership in a few months anyway, so I need to save.
Shut our camera. Take us out.
All right, that's the Gem City Mouse Zmiz. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode number 177. And we'll see you next week here with 4 on the panel next week with all Royal
GQ's going to be back.
Yep. All Royal Rumble discussion and number drawing and everything else. It's going to be fun, guys. So, till then, we will see you next week. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, all.
That
was fun.
Oh, my gosh. They can't see me right now, but I'm picking my nose.
So picking your nose. It's true. I can see him. I'm in the green room.